Alex. So what are we hitting here? We got 244. We got a front right pin, par 3. This is a difficult golf hole.
Definitely.
Absolutely. What we got here? The 2 hybrid?
Little 2 hybrid.
But I like that stick. I think that's a pretty good hit. So, just curious. I've watched you play a couple holes here. I'm been kind of just, evaluating you a little bit. I know we talked about, last lesson we talked about, really, honing in on that pre-shot routine and staying on it. And you seem to be having a similar pre-shot routine. But now I kind of want to address, what's in the pre-shot routine, what goes into it, because you seem to be doing something. But I think if we can keep that consistency, but maybe improve it just a little bit. So just take me through how you hit this shot. Just curious. What's your thought process? Teeing the ground first, right? That's the best part.
That's the first part.
That's the first part.
I mean, on a hole like this, honestly, man, I'm just happy to hit the middle of the green, man.
The middle of the green?
That's what I'm kind of going for. I just kind of, maybe that tall tree, just boom, right in the middle of the green.
A lot of times that's not a bad approach, just the middle of the green. But at the same time, for a player like yourself, and you're starting to really, get to that competitive level where you really want to start competing against other top amateurs, I think that a guy like you can start really, using visualization and some game management to save some strokes. And I think those strokes, if we do it correctly and really ingrain and, rely on a pre-shot routine, I think those strokes will fall off. So we're kind of just aiming for the middle of the green. Alright, so just kind of a couple ideas here. I've got a real, kind of a cool little thing I like to say to myself. I don't know. You might find it handy. It's called weld. Alright? Each time before I go to hit a shot, I think weld to myself, okay? And weld stands for wind, elevation, lie, and distance, okay? So those are kind of 4 things that I want to evaluate prior to every shot. And if I can check those off and say, all right, I've accounted for those 4, then I can get myself in a real comfort zone and I can see the shot. And that's really what I want you to start doing, is kind of see the shot and visualizing it. Because if we're just going, how are we hitting to that? Are we hitting a nice cut to the middle of the green? Are we hitting a nice draw? Are we cutting it in there? Is it low? What's our trajectory? Those are all kinds of things that I think that a guy like yourself, you've got the ability to control those, and you need to account for them before you hit your shot.
Right.
All right. So for here, you're at 244. Not too much wind. This is plenty of club. So the wind's not really a factor. So we'll check that off. So we don't have to worry about that. The only times we got to say, if we got to keep crosswind 30 miles an hour, we want to account for it and aim accordingly. So tonight we're okay with that. Our elevation is, fairly slightly downhill, but it's not significantly uphill and it's not significantly downhill. So it's not, again, that would only, affect club selection and, whether we need to club up or down. Our lie can't get much better, can it? All right, and so the distance we've already determined it, 233. So now, the last thing is just visualize it in your head. And you said that your stock shot is the high cut. So we want to just make sure we hit that nice little high cut. And let's try one and see how it goes. What's your thought process on that? I mean, is that something that you feel like you can embrace and really incorporate into your game?
Yeah, you have a little checklist to make sure everything's in order.
I think it's just a simple little way to, to get ready and get yourself confidence and feel set. There's that high cut. And we've accounted for our miss, so that's not going to hurt us too bad. I mean, it's not perfect at the pin, but it's right there. So, now we can go play it and we can still try and get our par.
Yeah.
Cool.